Everyday life here is pretty relaxing, environment. We have a support group that goes on every single day of the week, so every day it's something different, from a trans support group to a general support group to art group, and there's always something going on here. So my position here at the Youth Space is a outreach coordinator. I'm also a volunteer coordinator as well.
My name is Adrienne Keel, and I'm one of 2 outreach coordinators for our program here at the Youth Space. We're like the hype people for the program, just so people know that we exist and what we offer. The Youth Space provides a lot of services and support for many different folks from all different walks of life.
And we always are playing games or playing pool, listening to music, just talking to one another, and it's a very just a very relaxing environment.
We have activities for folks who are looking for community, if they're just looking to meet new people, like-minded folks with similar experiences and backgrounds.
It's the willingness of people to come down and be like, they might have looked us up online and been like, oh, I really like this place, I should hang out and stuff.
Hi, I'm Danny, I'm 16, I go to Los Altos High School, I am in 11th grade.
My name is Naomi, I'm 16 years old and I'm in 10th grade.
I identify as a transgender female.
I identify as bisexual.
All my teachers and everybody who I've told about my gender identification try their best to refer to me with the right pronouns, although, it's natural for people to slip up.
Teachers and faculty are required to refer to people with their proper name and pronouns. We're so used to pronouns, he, she. Respecting people's pronouns is someone who's transgender, who is transitioning, would prefer, maybe the pronoun that they weren't assigned at birth. Some people identify as she, he, there's they, and z. They and z are gender-neutral pronouns, so they're used for not either gender. It's for someone who kind of feels like they're in the middle.
I identify as non-binary, which, if you don't know, means that I don't really do the whole gender boxy thing. So I don't identify as a dude or as a girl, so yeah.
I feel like me personally at Los Altos, I have enough resources, but I feel like for other people maybe it's not enough, because there is the Gay Straight Alliance Club, and even though that does focus on other aspects of the community now, I feel like some people really struggle and need more.
I think that Los Altos does provide an adequate amount of resources. It would be nice if gender-neutral bathrooms were a thing, but I know that it's not something that can be very easily accomplished.
For high school students, for trans students in specific, they are allowed to use any restroom that they feel that they identify with.
If I wanted to use the women's bathroom at Los Altos High School, I would, although I don't use bathrooms, period.
I think that for the most part, Los Altos is an accepting community.
Here, Kanishka, you get in here with the I'm being exposed! Kanishka will hold it. Hold this. Put it in my mouth. No.
Yes, in the area that we live in, being California and really close to San Francisco, I'm not really judged in Los Altos High School, although there are some people that would disagree with my beliefs. Well, my friends, yes, I'm out to everybody, although not everyone is very accepting of it.
If I were to give any advice to young folks coming out to their families, I would suggest a safety plan. If you are unsure how your family is going to react, make sure you have a place to go.
Well, I'm out to most of my family, not my extended family, nor my grandparents. I'm out to my parents, and my parents just, I guess, choose to ignore the fact that I'm a female.
I am out to all of my friends and most of my close family, which is my parents and my brothers. I haven't really felt a need or desire to really come out to anyone else, though.
Well, I've come out 7 times out of the closet, out of 7 different closets, and out of the most recent one, which was coming out as trans, it was a very spontaneous decision. I've been thinking about my identification for, a very long time, and I just didn't want to wait anymore, so I just came out on Facebook and I got the support that I needed. And then from there, I was able to take some time and really make sure that this is who I am. And once I did, it was just, yeah, went on from there.
My coming out experience was really awkward, actually. It was also kind of an accident. I had accidentally come out to my mother after, like, out of like stress. She was quizzing me, and then I finally just blurted it out, like, I'm bi, you know? And then she's like, I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but, and then my parents already knew it before me. I told them, they're like, say something we don't know. I'm like, oh. All my friends kind of knew before me too, or I think I knew, but I couldn't really accept it, you know? So.
I feel like there's always like room for progress in anything, and I think that I really like seeing a lot of like transgender like laws come forward, and like there's more spotlight on that community. I myself identify in the trans community, so seeing these things as far as like students being able to use any restroom they like in the high school, or having teachers respect pronouns, having LGBT education in the school, like those are all things that weren't maybe really around back in the day, and now it's starting to just come in. There's a lot more spotlight on the trans community, and having and just making it more known, and like more, because everyone knows what lesbian and gay is and bisexual is. Everyone knows that, but trans is like kind of the hidden kind of. It's a whole different community, and people don't always acknowledge it or know too much about it.
There is definitely a lot of more emphasis put on the the kind of iconic image of the LGBT community, which is seen as the white gay male. I think a lot of people actually see me as the white gay male, which is not true. Anyways, let's not get into that. But, like I said before, there is a lot of emphasis put on the the ideal image, the white gay male, and the lesbian. When in reality, there's there's a whole spectrum of identification.
I think the progress in the LGBTQA+ community, is pretty cool to see, because I'm liking how, acceptance of people of different identities is becoming more like widespread. But I still feel that it could use a lot of work, because, in the media and in real life and everything, I feel like the main focus is focused on like white gay guys and like butch lesbians, and it's really, that's just not the whole picture. And I'm glad that a lot of people are more accepting of it, but I feel like there needs to be more acceptance for a more wide variety of people.
I think that there's been like a lot of progress recently, especially as far as like same-sex marriage rights go in the U.S. as well as a lot of other countries. But in the last few years, there's been like a ginormous like boom in like trans visibility in the media. But I think there are a lot of issues still. As far as like visibility goes, there are barely any like multi-dimensional bi characters on TV, right? As well as trans characters. And as far as other issues go, there's like a lot of violence against trans people, especially trans women of color, which is obviously like a huge problem. Like in the first couple of months of 2015, like a lot of trans women have been killed. I'm not entirely sure how many, but I think it's like 7 or something, which is a lot given, how small compared to the general population the trans population is. Also, like LGBTQ youth disproportionately face like poverty and homelessness, poverty and homelessness, and bullying, harassment, and that kind of stuff.
If I were to give a piece of advice to someone who identifies as with the LGBTQ community, it would be find a support network. And that doesn't necessarily have to do with identity. I think anybody and everybody needs a support network, and that can be family, blood related, that could be chosen family, people that you choose to spend your time with, but find people who support you regardless of who you are and how you identify. Because for me, having people that I can go to about any issues, whether that be dating struggles or frustrations with anything, it makes things a lot more bearable, and it's just nice to feel supported. So I think finding support in whatever capacity that looks like, online, in person, family, chosen family, is have people in your life that support you regardless of who you are and how you identify.